me out so much, and I don't like it, and I don't like it when things change, and I get just overwhelmed by it. I don't know. Life is too weird, and I don't like how different it is from what I thought it was, okay? Like, I had, in my mind, I thought that America was a place where you're supposed to stand up for yourself and freedom and blah, 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 and now I'm finding out that it's not that either, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the world is a mess, and it's all chaos, and I can't deal with all the change and the hate and the violence and the corruption, and there's just too much shit. So when someone tells me I have to do something that doesn't make sense to me, it stresses me out. Even when it comes from a place of like, and it's not even like, okay, let me explain. So I have a friend, right? I was introduced to my friend by a name. I'm not going to say what the name is. I'll just say S, okay? So I was introduced to this friend as S. I found out later, like months later, that S was actually born M. Again, that's not their real name. I'm just saying S was actually born M. And I'm not saying she's trans. I'm just saying she just didn't like her name. So I didn't say, oh, so your name isn't really S. Well, I'm not going to call you that anymore. No, I was introduced to her as S, so I can't. Even if she said, hey, I need you to start calling me this other thing because this is my real name, it would be a little weird for me. I could probably adapt because it's really her name, but it would be weird for me. Whereas if she were to say, well, oh, wait, actually call me J instead, now that would be hard for me because I was introduced as S. So my own kids, I've known them their entire lives as the names, their names, it's the same, you know, for years and years and years. So for them to be like, oh, call me this other thing, it gives me anxiety. It's like, but that's not... you know what I mean? Like, so it's different, and I don't like the change, and it's hard enough for me to call somebody I don't care about a different name, but somebody I love, like I chose that name for you because I thought it fit you, and I still think it suits you very well. Now, at least my child who doesn't want to be called Dash is being like nice about it. He's like, hey, like, you don't have to call me by this other name, but I really don't want to be called Dash. And so I'm like, okay, my child who used to be Dash, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's like trying to, like a stepping stone, like for my brain. He doesn't want to be called Dash. So I'm saying my child who doesn't want to be called Dash. And then it gives him time to be sure of what he wants his new name to be. So I don't call him something else and then have to call him something else again. Oh my God, I couldn't do that. Like, don't fucking keep changing it. So right now he's my child who doesn't want to be called Dash, who sometimes goes by Onyx, also kind of like Shadow, but I'm not sure entirely and completely what he wants to be called for the rest of his life, and I'm giving him time to think about it by calling him my child who doesn't want to be called Dash. Right, so if it's not about me, why does it need to be about me? If it's not about me, then why does it need to affect me? Why does somebody else's identity need to directly impact me and my life? If somebody says, oh, what are your kids' names? They want to know what I named my kids. They're not asking me, how do your kids identify? That's not what they're asking me. They want to know the names I chose for my kids. So if I say, oh, you know, my kid, Victoria, who doesn't want to be called Victoria, I'm not going to say Jax because that's a dumb sounding name. And then that's a whole story that I feel like I've got to explain. So I just say my kids' names the way I named them. So normally what I do now is I'll say, oh, Victoria, Andrew, Adam, Mara, Dash, Darla, Marvelous, Mortalia, Mila, Delilah, Donovan, and Modi. But my oldest doesn't like to be called Victoria anymore. And my child who was Dash doesn't really like being called Dash anymore either. But I still have to say the names that I named them because I wouldn't want people to think that I named them those silly sounding names with an X. That's so corny. That's what you name a dog. I used to have a dog named Max. My kid wants to be called Jax. That's so hilarious to me. Like, do you remember Max? Do you remember that you're practically naming yourself after the dog that you had when you were little? Like, I don't know. Like, it was actually my ex's dog, my first ex, and he didn't take care of it, so he gave it away because he didn't want to get in trouble for not taking care of it. But either way, you know. If they legally change their name, it's not about the legal name. It's weird to call somebody a different thing than what I'm used to calling them. The only way I can call them something different is if it feels more like a nickname. It feels like everyone calls them that, so I just sort of start calling them that. Like, for example, Nephewson, who I called Mudvayne and Maleficent and whatever random thing, everyone else just calls him Bloxy. And so I've started calling him Bloxy because it's natural when everyone else is just saying Bloxy for me to just start saying Bloxy. Now, if he would have said, call me Bloxy, it would have made it weird, and I think I would have had a hard time doing it, because when people tell me I have to do something, it gives me this uncomfortable feeling, and it makes me cry. I don't know how to explain it other than that. I don't like it. But if it's just like a natural flowing thing and there's no pressure and it is what it is, then that's different. It's very, very different to naturally flow into something versus being told, do this or I'll hate you. Because then it just feels like, well, if you'll hate me for not doing that, then you didn't love me in the first place. Leave me alone. I'm actually 40. Do you deal with age regression? I do, actually, 100%. In a few minutes. I don't know. I gotta get in the shower. I do deal with age regression. When I first got out of the hospital, my age regression was so bad, and I was treating my big sister like she was my mommy, and I needed my mommy. I went to, a cookout, and my sister was there, and I climbed inside her sweater that she was wearing so that I could be closer to her, because I needed my mommy, even though she's my sister. She was more there for me when I was a baby, because my mom's boyfriend didn't like me when I was a baby because she cheated on him to make me. My mom has a brain injury, so don't hate on her for that. I'm just saying she had a brain injury, so she didn't think right, and she did things that weren't very nice, but it wasn't really her fault. Her brain isn't there. As far as I'm concerned, my real mother died before I was ever born, a long time before. And what's left of my mother is sure, it's the genetic material and it looks like her, but I was not able to connect with her because she wasn't the person that she should have been because of the brain injury. She got hit by a drunk driver when she was a kid. But anyway, so point is, my sister, she would crawl in my crib with me when I was a baby, and it's a very, 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 very vague memory. I'm surprised I still remember it at all, because I don't remember everything throughout my life, but I have a memory that my sister would come sit with me in my crib when I was all alone, and I asked her, and she said yes, and even my mother said yes, that was true, that my mother couldn't hold me and be there for me because she wasn't allowed, but that my sister would sometimes get in my crib and be with me. You're choosing your ego over having a relationship with your granddaughter. That's actually not what's going on. It has nothing to do with ego. Nothing to do with ego whatsoever. Why are you okay with sacrificing a relationship with your granddaughter? Well, this has nothing to do with my granddaughter. Nothing to do with her whatsoever. When she gets older, if she wants to have a relationship with me, she still can. But if her mother raises her to be hateful and mean towards people with a different opinion, then maybe she won't want a relationship with me, and that's a shame. But I can't force people to be in my life. If people don't like me, then they don't need to be in my life. That's fine. No, it's hateful. So here's the thing you guys don't understand. I can be friends with anybody as long as they're chill. But as soon as somebody starts trying to force their ways, it's like religious people. I can be friends with someone who's Christian. But if they start being like, you have to be a Christian too, or else I'm going to tell everybody that you hate Christians, then I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm a Christian now because I totally support Christianity. Please don't tell people that I don't like Christians. I'm going to be like, oh, so you're going to be mean to me because I don't support your religion? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. And it's like that for anything, politics, anything. If you think that you're going to force me to do something that I'm not comfortable doing and then tell people that I hate everybody just because they, have a similar belief, that's not true. I don't like you because you're a bitch. It has nothing to do with other people who have a similar, experience. Other people are their own people, and I meet individual people and take them for who they are as individuals. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you're a black person, and so a black person beat me up when I was a kid, so I can't be your friend. I'm going to be like, oh, you're a person. You're a nice person? Cool. We can be friends. And I don't know. It just gets on my nerves when people think that you have to 100% support everything they do. Otherwise, you hate everyone who is similar to them. Like, nope. Just don't like you. And it sucks. It sucks to not like someone you love. It sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it. So you're saying my son is a better mother? Because her daughter still calls her mommy. Do you know what a silly little contradiction that is? That my son is a better mother than me? No, my oldest son is Andrew. Andrew, who is a Marine, and I'm so proud of him. So, again, she calls herself mother. Her baby calls her mommy. Her baby does not call her daddy because she has a daddy. She doesn't have two daddies. Her boyfriend doesn't call himself gay. Andrew wasn't shackled. It was his dream to join the military since he was a toddler. And I support that. I support people following their dreams. If your dream is to hate people who have a different opinion than you, go fuck yourself. If your dream is to make something of yourself and travel the world and, fight for your country, and then yeah, sure, I support that. If your dream is to make art or make music, I support that. If your dream is to go to college and become a detective and help people, I support that. But again, if your dream is to call yourself something you're not and try to force people to support something stupid and hate on them if they won't, then you're a piece of shit, and I don't support it, and I don't support you, and I don't want anything to do with you. You're a mean, nasty person, and you need to get a life. You need to get a real hobby and a real aspiration and a real dream, and your dream shouldn't be hurting people who disagree with you. If your dream is hurting people who disagree with you, you're a piece of shit. Sorry. I don't hate people for being different from me. Actually, my very best friends are left-leaning. All of my very best friends, weirdly enough. I support dreams that are dreams. If a dream is, I want to hurt other people who don't agree with me, that's not a dream, that's evil. So no, I don't support that. That's gross. It's nasty and vulgar, and it doesn't make any goddamn sense. A dream should be something that's exciting and beautiful and helps people and makes the world better and brighter. If your dream is just to ruin yourself and hate anyone who disagrees with you, that's not a dream. I mean, I guess it could be if that's what your dreams are, but again, get a life. Like, that's all you do? Could you at least do some art? Something. Like, your entire personality revolves around being hateful. Entire personality. That's all you have. It's crazy. I need more practice. I agree. There's a difference between disagreeing and just hate, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I can disagree with you and still love you, still be cool as fuck with you, still hang out with you, like, no problems. It's when you turn it into a creepy, hateful situation that I don't fuck with you anymore. I can't. Like, I just can't fuck with people who treat other people that way. Oh, hey, I'm live, just letting you know. I can get off here if you got something you want to say. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just figured I'd go live before I get in the shower. Look what I got. You want to see? It's a ukulele. I just, again, I'm live, so just in case you know. But, hold on, wait. Want to see something? I don't know if you know this song, but... I kind of fucked it up a little, but it's Seven Nation Army. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Look. Wait, hold on, wait. I think I went too far.
Was there some type of bad allegations that you needed to start getting ready to apologize or something?
I don't know. I just taught myself that this morning. Isn't that cool?
No.
Do you remember how I was... Wait, did you see when I was trying to play that one Christmas song on the piano keyboard thing on my phone?
No.
Oh, well, never mind. I was going around like for a week just trying to teach myself a song, and now I've learned to do it on here.
Yeah.
I'm just practicing. I'm trying to get better at it. Isn't that exciting? Do you want to try?
No, thank you.
Just try it. It feels so nice. It feels so good. It's like so soothing and relaxing. Oh, good job.
Wow, I'm so great at this. There you go.
Doesn't it feel nice? Does it feel good in your hands?
No, I don't want a ukulele.
Okay. And it's helping me like learn how to sing in key because I'll just hit it and then I can hum it until it matches and then I can do it. Like that. Well, that one's harder. Is your roof fully done now? Yes. Oh my God, it's so good. I asked him if he fixed the patch over there or fixed the hole over there, and he said yeah, and he showed me he patched it. You must have been so happy to see that.
See what?
I'm fixing it. It must have been so exciting for you. Thrilling. He was sending me pictures. Because I wasn't home. It's so exciting.
I slept through like 3 hours of it, and then I would like walk somewhere else while it was happening. My phone's at 5%.
Oh, sorry, here. Yes, I'm so glad about the roof too. So happy. I just got this a couple days ago and I was working like all day and didn't get a chance to play, so really I've only had a few minutes with it. I think I'm doing fucking amazing for only having a few minutes with it. Yeah, Andrew talks to me. I just talked to him yesterday. Modi's been talking. His talking is actually so cute and funny. I was taking him for a diaper change, and there was a lady getting a drink at the drinking fountain, and he like stops to talk to her, and he's like, "What you doing? Getting a drink?" I was like, God, so cute. I got a ukulele from the thrift store. Do I have plans for the rooms yet? I don't know. I'm actually still really overwhelmed by what I'm going to be doing with everything, but I think it's all going to come together. Oh, thank you. And I think artistic things like music helps heal my brain. So that's one of the things that I like about it. Like when I was crocheting, it really felt like it was helping me. I don't know what EMDR is. Thank you, Barry. You're very nice. Some people, they enjoy hurting other people, especially if they think it's somebody that is different from them or disagrees with them. It's like they get filled with delight at knowing that they have hurt that person. It's like nothing satisfies them more. It's such an odd behavior. I don't understand it. I've never understood that. If I hurt somebody, I feel like shit about it. I feel terrible. Even if it's justified in my mind. Like, even if they were mean to me first, and then I'm mean to them, I end up feeling bad about it later. Because I don't like to hurt anybody. So. You hungry? You want me to go get you something? You want me to order you something? Or go get you something? You want some Wendy's or Burger King?
No, I'm fine. Right now, at least.
Okay, I'll get you something in a little bit. Said it's really hard because I have crooked fingers, so my fingers want to do it all wrong. I have to like try to force them to do it right. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I probably should see if I can get back into that trauma therapy thing. I mean, I do have therapy. I just was trying to get specific therapy. Well, as soon as the kids are home, I'll be able to get a free divorce through legal aid. Like I said, they just wouldn't do it until custody could be established. Yes, I'm so excited about the roof. Oh my god, so excited. This weekend, I'm hopefully going to get some stuff done around the house. Needs more cowbell. It's ukulele time. Imagine if Adam became a contractor or a mechanic. I know, right? Seriously. He's strong. He's got strong hands. He's got strong arms. He's got a strong back. He just doesn't know how to do that stuff, and he never liked his dad, so he didn't ask his dad to teach him anything. What he needs is like a male role model who can take him under his wing and teach him things, like how to be a man. But unfortunately, I don't have a father or brothers or male cousins or anybody in my life that gives a shit who could do that. Sorry. Sorry. I read a book in the 1970s that said boys need a man in their life to look up to. Like, they cannot even, like, function in life if they don't have a man to be like, to aspire to be like. It's crazy. It was like a
You wrote or read?
Read. It was like a psychology book, I don't know.
You read that a long time ago, bro.
Oh, I know. But it was a thing that they believed in the 70s. I guess I kind of thought there was some truth to it, that boys need a father to look up to, so I'm sorry. It doesn't always have to be a father. It just could be a male, but I don't even have that in my life, which I wish I did. I wish that I had a guy in my life that I could look up to and learn from and have support. And people don't even know how lucky they are to have that. Like a grandfather or a father or an uncle. Like, the people that have that, you don't know how lucky you are.
So what's up?
It's not that weird. I mean, I barely knew my dad, and then he died, and I just think it's important. And now, I never wanted my kids to not have a dad. I thought that I was married and my kids would have a dad, but it turns out if you marry a piece of shit person, they don't always get to have a dad. I didn't understand that. I thought that when you get married to somebody, they people are going to love you and be a good person. Like, it just did not make sense in my brain that somebody would marry you and then treat you bad and be bad to your kids. Like, I just didn't fathom that. Like, I know that sounds really, really dumb, but I did not understand that. Dumping all of this on him. He's an adult. He can have a conversation with me. I mean, he can even tell me he doesn't want to talk about it. He can walk away. He is 19. He does not need to listen to me yet if he doesn't want to. He will tell me to be quiet if I'm talking about something he doesn't feel like listening to. Trust me. All my kids know they can do that. I was trying to make up a song last night and I can't remember it. Yes, it is better to have no dad than a bad dad. Unfortunately, that is true. I knew that in the world there were really bad people, but I didn't understand the depth of it. You know what I mean? Like, I knew my ex was a bad husband, but I thought that he was a good dad. And despite, like, there were things that he did that I didn't approve of, like spanking the kids and stuff. But whenever I told anybody, hey, I don't think you should be doing that, they would say, well, someone's got to discipline them. They don't listen to you. And then I would feel like, damn, I really suck as a mom because I can't hit my kids. But I guess it's a good thing I'm with him because he can do it because I sure can't. And now, looking back, it's like, well, I was the one who was right. And he shouldn't have been hitting the kids. And it's frustrating because I let everyone convince me that I was wrong and that I was stupid and that I was the problem. I mean, I guess I was kind of stupid, but I'm just saying. You know, I used to yell at the kids, and it wasn't that I wanted to be mean. I just wanted to be assertive and be taken seriously because I couldn't hit them. I couldn't go through with it. I spanked every one of my kids, like, maybe once, and then I felt like shit about it. I might have spanked Adam twice. I don't know. It wasn't normally even me hitting him. I didn't want him to be hit. And a spanking isn't supposed to be horrible. It's supposed to just be like a quick, like, whoop, you know what I mean? A book or so see anyone, how you hear that and you see, oh, it's everyone else's fault, not my responsibility. I'm telling you that I didn't really have parents growing up because my mom had a brain injury and my dad, I barely knew him, and then he died. And my mom's boyfriend, who I kind of wanted him to be like my stepdad, but he didn't really care. I didn't have any kind of guidance, so I didn't know how to be a person, and so I tried. But when other people would be like, oh, well, that's normal, you're wrong, I fucking believed them. I'm like, oh, well, I guess they're right and I'm wrong. So that's why when I say, well, other people said it, it's because I didn't trust myself, because I didn't have any kind of guidance growing up. I didn't know what was normal. So I just believed what other people said. You act like you don't do that. You act like you don't listen to what other people say. Like, sometimes that's just the way it is. Spanking kids used to be more common. I didn't like it. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to be scary. And I stopped yelling at the kids, too, because I didn't want to be that. I don't want to be somebody that yells at their kids. It's just not who I want to be. It's not who I am. And I realized something, and it sounds really stupid because I probably should have realized it a lot sooner. But you are not who you think. You are what you do. And so I feel like I thought in my head that I was like so loving and great and all these things, but I wasn't doing any of that. It was just in my head. So I was convinced that that's who I was, but I wasn't showing that to anybody else. And they were getting a version of me that was like, you know, yelling at them because I was overstimulated and they weren't listening. Where if I would have just actually been loving, like who I actually am on the inside, You know what I mean? I feel like things would have went different. So it just sucks that I've learned so much about myself, and most of my kids are basically grown already. So now, you know, I can try to do better for the younger kids, and I can try to be a better person towards the adults, but like, in a lot of ways, you know, the damage is already done. So, and I did try to leave him, by the way, my ex. Like I said, I went to a domestic violence shelter, I went to a homeless shelter, I tried to go be with other people, but everyone always convinced me that I was the problem and that I needed to be with him. He was good at doing things, and he was charismatic and funny, and people always thought that he was this great guy and I was just a piece of shit, and I believed it too. I'm like, damn, you know, I'm just a stupid piece of shit. What am I gonna do without him? And I was very dependent on him, even though I didn't want to be with him. I didn't want to be with somebody who treated me like shit, but I thought, well, at least he's a good dad, so I'll put up with being treated badly so that we can survive and so that the kids have a dad, you know, which again, I didn't like the spanking, but everyone else said that that was correct, so I figured I was wrong. But now, you know, now I'm like, dang, I wish I could go back and redo everything. But then again, if I did, then I wouldn't be with him, and then the kids wouldn't be here in the first place. So what can I do? I can't go back. Anyways, I can't go back. All I can do is try to learn from the past and do better moving forward. Anyways. Hitting is wrong no matter how old you are. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, I got hit a lot when I was little, and so I didn't want to be someone who hits their kids, but I was under the impression that you're supposed to, and I didn't like doing it. And so like I said, so my ex would spank the kids, and it just stressed me out. Like, I didn't like it, and I would tell people. Like, when I say I would tell people, I mean, like, I would tell his friends, my friends, family members. I would told people at the domestic violence shelter, and everything was always turned around. Like, it's always my fault in some way. You know, he's this poor, innocent, humble, simple man, and I'm just this crazy person who's just driving him to be bad or something. Like, it's always been that way. It's like, it's my fault because I married him. It's always my fault. Everything he does is somehow my fault. So I don't know. Anything that he does bad has always been my fault, and it probably really reinforced that in his brain, that he could just do whatever he wanted and he'd never be accountable, and it would always be my fault. And that's why he felt so free to just do whatever evil ass shit he wanted to do, because he knew that he could. Because people would always believe him.
That's not my phone.
Oh, that's me. Shit. Actually, I gotta start getting ready. Goodness.
What's up?
I gotta start getting ready to go.
Where are you going?
The kid visit.
Oh, shoot.
I didn't even get in the shower yet. But yeah, so like I said, I am gonna try to do things better moving forward, but I gotta get in the shower. I'm sweaty. Then yeah, like I said, if I ever were to date someone again, I would hope he knows he better not fucking yell at my kids. I'm gonna date somebody who I can throw. So if they're mean to my kids, I'm gonna eat them. But yeah, no, it's gonna be tough, you know, like, but I'm gonna do the things that I need to do. Like, I'm working, like I said, I do the online stuff. I endure a lot. I have to put up with a lot of bullying, but like I said, it's like my second job, so I have to do this. So, well, I know I don't need a man, but I'm just saying that life is hard, and I have no support. I can't say no support. I have more support than I did before, but I don't have, like I said, I see other people, oh, my car broke down, I better call my dad. Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, my washer broke, but it's fine, my husband fixed it. Like, there's always a guy who knows how to fix things. And, I mean, Adam lives here, but he needs to be taught how to fix things, so I don't know anyone who can teach him.
You could teach You.
Me?
You.
But I don't have the hand strength.
What is hand strength?
You know, to use tools and squeeze things. I don't know.
Grip strength?
I can barely walk without shoes. Like my hands and my feet are very weak. Like literally
on your hands?
No, I'm saying like if I don't have shoes on and I try to walk, it's so painful. Like I can barely do it. Someone says I'm trying to guilt you into doing things for me. Yeah. All right, I gotta go. But thank you guys for your support. Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point. No, I don't want to share my troubles with a partner. I definitely want to fix my life before I date. You're right. Absolutely right. Okay, well, thank you guys for your support. I gotta go. Okay.